Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Grandpa's Farm with me, Vern74, and boy, we've got some surprises lined up for you. Jamal, he has returned from the auction, and boy, he had I sent him to the auction all the time. That's all I'm gonna say. I gave the man about $800,000 because I wanted to do some fairly decent upgrading of equipment. And boy, did he ever come through? He really he really surprised me. He did great. But just doing a little baling. Got to feed the cows. Need some hay. Gonna finish off my baling. Gonna start that harvest over there. And just keep on plugging away. Grandpa's Farm. I think we're having some technical difficulties. No, not really. I'm just I'll try to smoke a cigarette and get this video going all at the same time. And the wagon hasn't really been tested yet. And when I say tested, I mean it hasn't been shook up yet. It's acting like it's full, but it's not. That's why I was just shifting that hitch around a little bit, pulling it in and out, so we can finish getting some more hay bales in there, because I know it's not full. It's using this wagon is tricky because it'll have a pretty big giant load and you're like, wow, I can't get another bale in it. And then you unhook it from the baler, then you drive it 50 feet, and by the time you get out of the field, it settles down and you're like, why am I even hauling this back to the barn? It's only 3/4 full. So now it's not going to be 3/4 full. Now we're going to squeeze the full load down in a bad way. Alright. Started ruining it by trying to back up. I'm just going to try to turn around and get that skip. I hate skip, so sorry about the inconvenience of having to watch all that over me trying to get a skip. My OCD kicking in. But yeah, it's gonna be another great day, I do believe. Can't wait to show you the new toys that Jamal bought, and I hope you like them as well as I do. And we'll go back to just hammering out this and getting the hay back in the barn. I only run one hay wagon because the so something about having two hay wagons hooked up, it really causes a lot of interference in the video. It'll really lag out the video. So I only run one hay wagon, and I mean it's not even really just a video feature either. You know, if I was say the power was out and I wasn't able to bring you guys just quality entertainment video, I would I'd be doing it the same way anyway. You get it's kind of like with logging. Once you get so many small objects, you know, it just slows everything right down and creates a big lag on your day, so to speak. Looks like Jamal was putting one of the tractors to use or something. He ripped out all the bushes that are all over the farm. Looks good though. Looks way better than it did. I mean, it's not landscaped with mowed and all that good stuff, but I haven't seen anybody edging the driveway, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But definitely looks good with a lot of them briar bushes and stuff behind. Yep, I got it. I'll hop in my magic stacker. This is my magic stacker. Wish I had one of these when I was a kid. Heck of a lot easier than being up in a 140-degree haymow underneath a tin roof, stacking hay bales way above 5 rows above your head. How many bales do we have on that bad boy? 133 bales in one wagon. That was 133,000 pounds that tractor just pulled with absolutely no problem. Can you believe that? Fantastic. 1,000 pounds a piece, 1,000 liters, whatever you want to call it. I call them pounds, man. And when it comes to the bale, I mean, when it comes out, it's probably liters. Okay, we'll go with liters. That makes more sense then. yeah, that's one little item they need to fix. With all of the, we'll call it governments that I've played with, dealt with since 2013, every single government, no matter what region I farm in, there's always a limit on bales. And if you don't like swearing, you better cover your ears. But that's absolute bullshit. Okay? That's, as a farmer, I grew up on a farm, and I have a maximum of 200 bales. That is, for a wagon, this size right here, for this size wagon, it holds roughly 50 to, 50 to 100 bales on it, depending on the size of your average hay wagon, what you call average. Okay, my dad, he could stack the front of a hay wagon and then kick the rest on with a kicker baler like we're using, and he could get about 80 bales on an average size hay wagon. But if he stacks it all, he can get over 100. But anyway, that is 4 loads. Okay, on your average, you'll say it's a 50 bale wagon. That's I can't put these in the barn. That's 4 loads. And I'm telling you what, I've done 4 loads of hay before lunch. And that's after chores. You do chores, and then you eat breakfast, and then you go start putting in hay. And I mean, I've seen 12 to 15 loads of hay a day, and how many thousands of hay bales is that? It's not a lot more than 200. And we did that for weeks on end, putting in hay, stacking it. So, yeah, the whole 200 bale limit, especially when it's a small baler, that's got to be overlooked by our great leaders that come up with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So right now, because I'm having a issue with too many hay bales, instead of baling like the small loads and bringing them in one at a time, I'm gonna get rid of some bales out of here real quick. And put them in the silo. That way I can bring a couple full loads back over here. And people wonder why I play with the smaller square bales. because each one of these is a liter. All right. Now, I'm not going to do the math, but just imagine. I mean, it takes 4 of these to be one regular bale, one big square bale or one round bale. All right. So to do the math on it, it's not a bad little way to go. Plus, if you're bored, I mean, which farming does get boring once in a while. You just throw them in by hand, pick them up, carry them, like feeding horses and stuff like that. It's cool to have these little bales. Pick them up, throw them in. And there's a couple different kind of balers in the game. There's a little Gigliani or whatever you want to pronounce. That makes 500-liter bales, and I don't care for them. I like the Heston there that I'm using. These are 1,000 liters. Hopefully I can finish building this field without having to do that again. No guarantees. You gotta be kidding me. Last 6 feet. Last 6 feet. You dirty, dirty dog. Oh boy. Wish I could eat that. I couldn't landscape it. That's terrible. I wonder. No, it won't even let me start it. Oh well, it'll be there when I come back next time. Even though I hate skips, especially a big skip like that. Well. Seems how I'm up here, and you probably saw as I was driving by. Look at the new beastly, beautiful, beautiful toys that we've got to play with. Oh yeah, Jamal, he came through, boy. Dynatrac tires, Case Traction King 300 horsepower tractor, Kverneland planter, which is basically brand new. I think it's only seen 1 or 2 seasons. Same goes for the Case corn planter. This thing is just phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. When I had a corn, just imagine a couple episodes ago when I was worried about my little corn planter getting stolen, and then I turned around and sold that for a better planter. Oh yeah, yep. I was blown away. And like I said, I sent him. He had $800,000 when he left. I gave him cash right out of the bank. I took it out of my tank money. I mean, I figured, well, I might as well enjoy the benefits. I'm the commander of the resistance now for Rosvet. I don't have to pay for my tanks. I don't have to buy them. So I wanted some equipment. Told him to go get me some equipment. He went and got me some equipment, and I have $1.5 million left. He only spent I think it was. Oh, let's see. I had 2.1 million. He took 800,000, so that would be Oh, it's a brain fart. 2.1 plus 21 minus 8. That would be 13. So $130,000 I had left. Well, so he spent roughly $600,000 for all this stuff. They come with the header. This is a Rostamash. Nice little Rostamash forage harvester. I sold the old Fort Schritt, and excuse me, ended up getting. He bought me the new Rostamash, and instead of having the old blow-in wagons, this thing here, this is a dump wagon. This is pretty awesome. I checked this out this morning when I was doing chores or before chores, and that'll dump right into the tractor trailer. So that's gonna make making the silage a lot easier and a lot faster. That's for sure. And it came with a corn head. Corn head's only seen 1 season, so sitting pretty when it comes to making silage. There's there's a couple other toys that they picked up for me too. One I think is a practical joke. Well, one type of vehicle. There's 3 of them, but but they're all the same type. So yeah, I haven't even tried these. Haven't even tried them. They parked them here, and I walked in and saw them, and yeah, I haven't even tried these out. So the mechanics, they went over them, and I guess everything works. So We'll be finding out after we get this harvest off. Yeah, the other goodies. The other goodies. They went and sold my truck. That's my new truck up there on the left. Right there. That thing. And they sold my old truck, and I'm kind of depressed, but, well, I'm going to say I was depressed for about 6 seconds, and then I saw this thing, and I said, oh my goodness. Look at this thing. This was at the auction, and we picked it up dirt cheap. It had a blown motor, and so they picked it up for super cheap. And let's see, where was it? One of these old trucks. One of these old trucks that were kicking around here. I don't think it was that one, but there was a diesel cab over sitting around here somewhere. It had an engine in it. They ripped the engine out of it. That one right there. They ripped the engine out of it and totally rebuilt it, juiced it up, and got a brand new turbo. And this thing is awesome. I'm gonna pull it down off the list because they said it was done. I just haven't been around. And they had them put new tires on it. I found these tires. Whoa, easy, girl, easy. I found these tires, and I had them put these tires on for me. But this is a nice truck. Look at them wheels. Oh yeah, I love it. Great big wide tires. Damn thing does about 140 miles an hour. So, yeah, now we've got a new pickup truck. And I was really freaking out because of all the new equipment. I'm trying to stay under the radar, and I really didn't want to get the government's attention. But and Jamal had to remind me. He says, "Dude," he says, "we paid cash for this. It was all cash money, untraceable." So I think we're doing things the right way here. We'll keep the paper trail eliminated. Toys. Oh yeah, new toys. I'm gonna teleport. They bought me 1, 2, and you guessed it, 3. And I'm loving how they made this one pink, the little jerks. And I know they did it on purpose because of the pigs, the white pigs, pink pigs, whatever you want to call them. So I still have my red one that they rebuilt for me, and I'll never sell it because I love it. But they picked up 3 more of these things, and kind of like the color. I was just tickled pink, and I couldn't appreciate it anymore. What these guys are doing for me, it's awesome. I've got a great crew in here now. Viva la Resistance. Yeah, I'll use the other one. Got less hours on it so far. This is the one that this is the junkyard tractor, if you guys remember correctly. When we basically found we traded like 6 cars and a bunch of scrap metal for this bad boy. We'll put these hay bales away. We'll start harvesting some oats. God knows everything else. It's going to be a late night tonight before I get to go to bed. No, I don't suck at this, but these dual tires, they're really throwing off my turning radius. It's really messing with me when it comes to backing this thing in right about now. Kind of pissing me off. It should have turned by now. Screw it. I'm going to leave it out for a minute. I'll do it with a smaller tractor, something I can maneuver with. See, this thing should be turning. The dual tires are a pain right in the ass. And they save on soil compaction, and you know, if it gets wet and whatnot, they don't get stuck and they don't rut up too bad. But when it comes to backing in trailers and wagons and whatnot, kind of like when I was baling hay a couple times, I turned to the left to try to get to the next windrow and freaking miss the end of it by a couple, 12 inches, 16 inches, something like that. That's because of the tires. Watch this. I'm going to take this thing over there, stack that wagon in there, show it how it's done. It's also very well humanly possible that the top of that garage is just not going to let me back this wagon in there. But I think I just got it. Yeah, I just got it. I keep my fingers crossed. Oh, dang it. Okay. See how much easier that is with a wagon or with a tractor without duals. And like I said, you got to remember there's those cross beams up there, those cross members right here. That's what I'm hitting. So if you think you can do it better, come and show me. Getting it out is going to be twice as hard as getting it in. Especially if I try to pull it out with the baler, come in with the baler and hook on and try to drive away. Yeah, it might not work out so well. See, right now I'm having trouble, so I'm not really looking at it. There we go. Of course, my OCD has got to be parked in there perfect. Now, I've been thinking all day long. Started thinking about it last night, and I knew that Jamal was going to be coming home from the auction with all kinds of goodies. I was kind of hoping he would have found another combine, or a combine harvester, or whatever you want to call this. I call it combine. But I was hoping he'd find a combine, but he didn't have any luck finding a combine. I'm thinking about buying it. Because a farm has got to have expenses, right? And with me not showing hardly anything for expenses for a long time, I mean, like even when I sell my goods, I sell everything for cash. If they want to cut me a check, No, no, I don't take people for granted. I don't want them to take me for granted. I'm not gonna take a check. You pay me cash. Cash, cash doesn't bounce. Cash is never like a stolen credit card number, you know. But anyway, think about going down to the dealership or hopping on my phone here and buying another harvester. I've got 1.5 million, and I've got a lot of property I got to get done now. And like I said, I'm gonna be here till dark anyway, so why not just do it with 2 harvesters? And maybe I could be in bed by midnight instead of 4 o'clock in the morning and getting 3 hours of sleep to go to work tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna buy another harvester. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's go buy it. Actually, you know what? I think instead I'm gonna have Jamal get it. I'm gonna call Jamal, have him go pick us up the same exact harvester that I'm driving right now. So we got 2 of the same ones. That'll help out a lot. Well, Jamal, he went up and got the new harvester and brought that down for us. That was a few hours ago. Actually about an hour ago. And we've been banging away at this big field and make pretty good progress. Hopefully we'll get done by midnight. And well, we'll see what happens. Got a wet spot up here in the middle we got to be careful of. So we're making progress. We're going to keep on grinding up the oats and trying to get this done, try to get the bed. Awful wet right through here, so I got to be really careful. Last thing I want to do is have to call Jamal and come pull me out. Thank you. What in the world? Did I break something? Why isn't it harvesting this? They got a glob of mud up in there. Yeah, I ended up getting that field done, and it's not quite midnight, so figured I'd start raking it. My little hay rake just wasn't quite cutting it, so I whipped out the old pocketbook and wallet, I should say, and bought myself a nice new fancy merger. And since how we were having hay bale issues, I went ahead and bought a sweeper wagon. Let to sweep up all this straw, put it in the silo. So, yeah, here you go. I'm just gonna bebop right along and try to get as much raked up as I can. And probably about midnight, I'm gonna call it quits. So, enjoy the show. A little bit of a skip. That's okay. Well, we're almost done raking. And I think I'm gonna have time to start sweeping, so I'm gonna do a little sweeping. But like I said, I'm gonna get her up about midnight, 12:30, something like that. I'm gonna call it quits, and finish the rest off after morning chores. Well, apparently I had some technical difficulties with my recording devices, and after I got this field all raked up, I pulled out the big bad case, and well, I ended up getting the biggest sweeper wagon you could get for it, and well, I did all the straw, got over 1 million pounds of straw off that field, and moved over here to this little next segment after I got some sleep, and so I cleaned up after the animals, and I cut out the edges of this field, got this thing started, built it up. Good full day of harvest. I've got this field and 2 other monster fields and 2 other fields I've got to hit with the corn header. I've got some corn and some sunflowers I got to get cleaned up. So it's just going to be a non-stop harvest, and it's just going to burn off another day if the rebels don't flare up. So I'll be getting back to you soon. I'll give you a progress report how I made out with this harvest, and I'll drop a bullet in if the rebels pop in. But it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.